that technical hitch, probably we'll come back home and look at the rise of Kakamega Homeboyz. This is a team that has been making steady strides every term and will be representing us in Africa in the CAF Confederations Cup campaign next term. Our very own Steve Shitera traveled to Kakamega, spent time with the team and filed the following report.
Kakamega Homeboyz are still in cloud 9 after securing their first ever silverware. Kevin Amwai's solitary goal against Tusker in the FKF Cup final at Kasarani Stadium was enough to sink Tusker and take them to the CAF Confederation Cup. Abana Beingo, as they are known in Kakamega, will immediately move into camp to prepare for the upcoming CAF Confederation Cup, and they say they are braced for the task ahead.
Ni history tumeweka Kakamega kuingia katika historia ya kucheza CAF.
Kwenda kucheza CAF ni opportunity ambayo mimi nimeitamani sana kwa career yangu, na at least it may happen because mimi I believe in myself. Najua some labda people wanaweza kuwa nasema this is the end of Mdavati, but I believe labda this is the stepping stone of my career, because I am looking forward at least mimi sitaki kumalizia career yangu tu Homeboyz ama Kenya peke yake.
Maybe unaweza cheza game moja hiyo ya CAF na ndio hivyo ulienda.
Kwa saa hizi kwa kushinda kikombe hiki, nafikiria kwangu imekuwa ni kama moral booster kwa wachezaji wangu, kwa mashabiki na kwa community yote ya Kakamega Homeboyz, kwa sababu hiki kilabu tangu kianze seasons karibu 3 zilizopita tumekuwa tunafanya vizuri kwa ligi, tumekuwa tukikompete vizuri na tumekuwa tunafikia karibu kilele, na tulikuwa tunakaribia sana kuchukua ligi kuu, na imekuwa tu ni ile mechi 2-3 za mwisho unapata maybe tumepoteza.
According to the club chairman Cleophas Shumanyula, the club has met all the CAF club licensing rules and it's all systems go.
Kakamega Starlets ambayo hata umeona juzi imemaliza nambari 1 katika hiyo ligi, imepanda National Super League ambayo ni timu yetu yote na watoto wadogo. Hii mambo tu kwanza sasa hivi. Unajua hii vitu tunakwambia tulikuwa tumechora. Kakamega Homeboyz ndio ilikuwa ya kwanza kupata ile license ya CAF, kuonesha kwamba tumefuata kila kitu, tumepitisha kila kitu iko sawa.
Kakamega Homeboyz, who have enjoyed sponsorship in the FKF Premier League since 2020, will have no hitch in their preparation for the continental assignment.
Unajua ukiingia jikoni ni lazima uwe tayari kusikia joto ya jikoni. Hiyo tumejipanga, tuko tayari kabisa.
Kila wakati kuna audit. Mzungu anakuja akifanya audit yake hata anashangaa kwa sababu anatupatia 20 million, sisi tumetumia 57 million ama 50 million. So kwa ukweli ni kwamba tunahitaji masponsor. Mimi naomba sponsor yote wenye wako mahali wakuja ungane na hii timu ya Kakamega Homeboyz. Pesa zao zitatumiwa vizuri, na mtu kama mimi ni professor ya mathematics.
Kiangalia mambo ya mishahara inafika kwa wakati, hata hiyo winner bonus inafika kwa wakati, ambapo imekuwa ni motivation sana.
Their patron, who is also Kakamega Governor Fernandez Baraza, promising to boost their morale.
Kwa wao kupeleka jina la Kakamega nje inatupa nafasi bora ya watu wengi kutaka kujua Kakamega hii ni wapi, waje na wakija hapa tutaweza kuvuna kama watalii.
Na mimi kama shabiki number 1 wa Homeboyz pia nitakuwa natembea na nyinyi kwa zile international matches.
The team will need to beef up their squad ahead of the Confederation outing, the club administration insisting that will be done but locally.
Tumeongea na kocha wetu ambaye ni Patrick Odhiambo. Tumekubaliana tunaenda ku reinforce kama na wachezaji 7, sio wengi, kama 7 ikienda sana 8. Watu wameniuliza wengi na nilikuwa nangoja mniulize swali kwamba kocha mnaenda kumbadilisha mlete mzungu. Mimi nimesema mimi siwezi tumia wazungu. Wazungu wao umeona kama FC ilikuwa na mzungu, tumeichapa. Ukiangalia kama Gori iko na mzungu kabisa, kwanza hatari sana, tumechapa yeye mara 2 home and away. So kwangu mimi nimesema kwamba lazima tu promote talanta ya Kenya hapa, Afrika wetu wa hapa. Na watu wasifikiri ni rahisi tunaenda kule na tutolewe haraka. sisi tunaenda kule kwa kicha tumeonyesha wa Kenya kwamba inawezekana hata kwa timu kama ya kutoka wanaitaga huko Shago.
Mwaka wa 2017 kule Nakuru tulifunga Yanga. Leo hii Yanga imecheza finali ya Confederations Cup. Inamaanisha timu iliyokuwa nzuri Kakamega Homeboyz iliyopiga Yanga ni nzuri zaidi kuperform katika mashindano ya CAF Federations.
And as they train their eyes in conquering Africa, they will look at the missed Kenya Premier League goal with the hope of going one step better in the new campaign, challenging for the Kenya Premier League title and leaving a mark in the CAF Confederation Cup. Steve Shitera for Sporty Monday, Citizen TV, Kakamega.
Beautiful piece there by our very own Steve Shitera. Rocho, maybe just in a minute probably you can wrap it up. What must Homeboyz do to make an impression in Africa, as Shitera has captured in that story?
Well, I think they need to just beef up the team. It's unfortunate that the president of Homeboyz doesn't believe that he needs foreigners. He needs to inject some standards outside this region. You see, for example, the Yanga they're talking about. Yanga is a team that is talking over a turnover of 1.5 billion Kenya shillings in the whole year, and the kind of players they bring in. So for them to participate and participate effectively, they need to bring in foreign strong players and more experienced players to proceed.
Shitera, you were in Kakamega, you spent time with them. Just in 45 seconds, financially, do you have the muscle to navigate through this campaign?
They say they have the muscles, and as you've heard, calling on anyone else who can top up, because they say they have spent their money well. The players are not complaining. They are winning bonuses on time. So I think this is the spirit that we are really looking for the Premier League clubs. And I agree, if we can have a local coach that can bring some light to us even qualifying for World Cup in the name of Francis Kimanzi, why not the players? So I agree with Toto, as he's called in Kakamega, 100% that our local talent in coaching, our local talent in playing, we can do it on the continent. So in that, I totally agree with him.
Now, let's cross over to Kisumu, where I'm told our reporter James is on standby. James, good morning to you. You are at the lakeside city of Kisumu. What's the latest, where you are at, and bring us up to speed?
Good morning, Swila. One-on-one from Kisumu County's Moi Stadium, where we are going to just have a brief with some of the players and, of course, some fans on the latest that we have as far as the 2026 FIFA World Cup is concerned. Gentlemen, I'll just ask you to move closer so we quickly look at what we have as far as 2026 FIFA World Cup is concerned. Maybe if I start with you, you tell us your name, which team you represent, and just tell us a brief about the Pool F listings, where we have Kenya among other African teams.
Okay, thank you. My name is Charles Bruno, coach Kisumu All Stars. I did have a look at the Group F, where we have Cote d'Ivoire, Gambia, Gabon, Seychelles, and of course Burundi, and us. It's an interesting pool, and I think with good preparation, do we stand a chance? Of course, I have to be hopeful. We do, but we need to put our house in order, preparation, getting the players right, and giving the support to the national team, the government coming in, the federation. So everyone just needs to be on board, including the fans. But yeah, it's going to be tough.
it's going to be tough.
Looking at the list of the teams that we have, Gabon, Cote d'Ivoire, Gambia, Seychelles, let's look at the constitutions of those teams in terms of players. What do you think? Does Kenya stand a chance to represent us in the 2026 World Cup?
Well, I take Cote d'Ivoire. Most players are playing in Europe, across Europe. Same applies to Gabon. Gambia as well. They have players spread around Europe. I looked at Seychelles. Most of the players are locally based, apart from one playing in England. And when you come to Kenya, we do have some of our boys outside. The most important thing I can say is the boys who are outside, it's important that they get on playing time. It's important. And also our local league, we have to make it competitive and get the players ready. Again, I'll say, we put our house in order, everything right. Yeah, we do stand a chance to feature in the World Cup 2026.
Thank you very much. I'll switch over to you, my brother. You just touch with your name, and just let's talk about the teams in Pool F. Looking at Gabon, looking at Gambia. These are teams that are constant. They are usual teams. What do you think about Kenya just being listed among them?
Okay, my name is Brano Mambia, goalkeeper at Kisumu All Stars. To me, Group F, it is a tricky group, but not a difficult group. I believe proper planning, we have a chance to qualify for our World Cup. There are only two teams that may be tricky to us. For me, I take Ivory Coast and Gambia. Last 5 games of Gabon, it has been difficult for them. I believe Gabon to Kenya is 50-50 affair. So the only two teams that may be difficult for us is Ivory Coast and Gambia. Proper planning, we have a chance to qualify for our World Cup.
Let's talk about proper planning. What kind of proper planning are we looking for in terms of support from the government and even the fan base? What do you think? What do you have to say?
Maybe I'll start by my names. My names are Ben Basole, the CEO of Kisumu All Stars. I want to say that about the proper planning, the government needs to put some, pump in some cash to the national team so that we can prepare well. And again, in terms of the challenges that we normally have as Kenya, is about the selection of the national team. I think with a good selection of the national team, which is done fairly and it is done based on the performance of the players, we shall be able to qualify for the World Cups.
Thank you very much. Suila, that is what is latest from Kisumu County's Moi Stadium. This is football. Anything is possible. With proper planning, as you've just heard, Kenya could get a chance to represent, to play in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Suila, I'm back to you.
Thank you very much, James. That's our very own James reporting live from the lakeside city of Kisumu, of course, at the Moi Stadium. And of course, we'll keep bringing you the latest news, breaking it with incisive analysis. But again, we ask you the question of the day. Do you think Harambee Stars will qualify for the 2026 World Cup Finals? Do you think Harambee Stars will qualify for the 2026 World Cup Finals? Send your feedback to SMS 22422, hashtag Daybreak, at Isaac Swila, at Citizen TV Kenya. Of course, we are going to sample some of them during and at the tail end of this program. And now let's go to part B of this studio where Zita is on standby. Zita, take it away. Yes.